good because we never have to see Chromie again. Okay, I'll probably support then, considering this, and I'll just show Rhaegar. Maybe I'll play Stukov. We can see.
The crusade calls.
Raynor is a beast. That's why he's banned, man. He's good. He's a strong boy. He's very strong. I'm having just a really bad hair day. I'm sorry. It's probably funny to see me keep picking up a brush and brushing it, but man, am I having a bad hair day. I was straightening it and I was just like, this is not going well. This is not doing what I expected it to do. Do you ever get that? You're like styling your hair and you're like, oh no.
Balloon,
What is happening here? Like, what is this piece of hair? Where are you? Where do you live? I'll get to it in a minute. Do I want to play Ray Dog? Not really. What would I like to play instead? Solo tank. Let's play Stukov.
Victory above all.
It goes here. Okay. He got nerfed a little bit, but still busted. I would say small nerf, still busted. Why is there 3 bans? It was added today, actually. That's one of the new features. One of the new features. Alright, I think our team's okay. They've got some fatty health pools, which is good for Malthael. We've got good wave clear. Yeah, man.
Prepare for combat.
Be ready, friend.
I will keep a clear mind, always.
Okay.
A reasonable request.
I haven't gone there, Spork. I don't know. Selenity lived. I saw her post that she was still living.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
What rank are you? Not.
3,
I'm not done with placements yet.
1. Let the battle begin.
I think I have 2 more. What rank were you last season? Gold 2. This is where I ended. Matthew, I want you to live. Now please give my disease back. You're gonna be Grandmaster. Ha! Limau! Rufflemau. Doo 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 doo. I can't stand in those. He gets hella stacked. Y'all are silly. New Asmo and new Raynor are out. Yes, today. Today was new Asmo, new Raynor, 3rd bans. Alterac Pass is part of the Hero League rotation.
Sharing my torment. The end is at hand.
James Lanor? He's not the Lanor anymore, though, because he doesn't just lane. He used to just be Jimmy Lanor, where he'd stand in the lane and Lanor, but now he's a real boy. I'm not gonna let you turn in right now.
Forward.
I don't have a big gil because I used it to harass at Ragnaros.
Prolong your lives.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh my god.
Talent.
Not sure, Robbie. Not sure.
I must go back.
I'm coming around the safe way, but I'm scared.
Thank you, my friend.
We're nowhere near Johanna, so I cannot heal her. Oh, but she got the disease. Will those teeny tiny heals be enough to save her? The answer is yes.
A fine kill. Thank you for the heal.
Maybe no one knows.
Killing spree.
I really want to give this disease to Genji, but he's too swift. He's as swift as a coursing river.
There will be no end.
Ow!
Sharing my dog.
Thank you.
Chat can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because it's dead! Oh, Taylor Swift.
Some diseases are the cure.
Could be a win, if only. I don't know, though. We had some of the other games, like the Cassia game, where we were dominating the early game, and then we just threw it all away.
The end is at hand.
The end is at hand. It's got a giant hand.
Choose a talent.
Team, I need to bring you my sneeze. There you go.
You have done as promised. My magic is yours.
I mean, I've played a lot of HOTS, and I don't know the answer to that question, so it's not something I've ever really thought about.
No hesitation.
My web weaver shall weave a web of death upon your foes.
A fine heal there.
Oh no!
Is this all you have?
Capitano, tried to drink your deodorant. Yuck! Hopefully you didn't get me in your mouth. Ew. Ow! Go away. Yeah, that's right. Right here, you can't go here. This region is not for you to go. This is a no-go zone. You may not go there. Didn't even hit me.
That feels much better.
Fort destroyed.
I've had it before where I'm holding one jar that goes in the cabinet and one jar that goes in the fridge. And without fail, I'll put the cabinet jar in the fridge. And then I'm just staring at it like, you don't go there. What have I done?
My altar waits the gems.
No.
Bring them. Bring them.
He wanted to charge, but he got silenced. Can you ask who at the end of the game? The enemy Asmodan? No, I can't ask him anything. There's no all chat, and I'm definitely not going to send him a message.
Choose
Thank you.
a talent.
Which one do I want?
So be it.
What kind of team is this? this is a push game. Excuse me.
A reasonable request.
If possible, we should fight and not let them turn in. Because we have 10s, and they don't. That was a long one. Ah! No! I'm okay. That wasn't as bad as it seemed. I can't get near my team. I'm just gonna walk through their team.
Double kill.
Thank
There,
you, my
one
friend.
heal.
Consider yourself a costly.
Yay, Merzing! I hope you liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Hope you liked it. I hope you had an enjoyable experience. Gonna heal my friend Kale Toss.
Mine once more.
Oh no, Matthew, we needed him. Yeah, those are starting to hurt. They're starting to stack up. Legit. Let me get out of the way. There's fire coming.
I must pull back.
Pretty standard Star Wars. See? It was definitely Star Wars.
See you there.
Thank you. Pretty Star Warsian.
Moving out.
It's one thing actually I really liked about Solo was it felt super Star Wars.
Restored.
Dope. How about you? It was a space adventure with action and romance and double crossing and triple crossing, heisting, and it was fun. I had a fun time watching Solo.
It is over for now.
Ha! Can't come out the door.
Another chance.
Nice dude.
Urge to hell with you.
Oh, lingering.
Gather their gems.
Solo is fun.
Bring them to me. Do this now.
My favorite part about Solo, though, was absolutely everything. Crap, what's his real name? Childish Gambino. Lando. Childish Gambino. Oh no. What's his real name? Not his rap name. What's his real name?
Enemy has done as
I will agree with that, Merbzing. I will agree with that. The part where the horses, or the horse aliens, are crashing through the windows was I would say not the best CGI. Yeah, Donald Glover.
shall see.
This is America. Yo, his portrayal of Lando was so perfect. I would watch a 3-hour movie of just him like smooth talking bitches. Like he could smooth talk me, I'd be the bitch. Like he was so good. Sweet capes, super sweet capes. Loved it. Love to see it. Love to see it.
No hesitation. If we must.
Uh-oh.
So be it.
He is a convection Kale Toss, but he's already done, so it doesn't matter that he died there. I mean, it matters, but it's not like...
I am restored.
Forward.
Nope.
Destroy their constructs. Reclaim the gems of my power.
Get away from my friends. You're not allowed to touch him. He is my friend. Don't even look at him. It's not for you. He is for me. Solo is past spoilers now. We only do 1 month of no spoilers in chat. So Solo, Deadpool and Infinity War are all talk aboutable. Ant-Man and the Wasp and Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom, I believe, are still no spoilers in chat. Go away with your He's just flapping and healing and it's just, get out, bird!
No hesitation.
We do 1 month for movies, books. No spoilerinos. After that, I don't do whatever you want. Nobody cares.
Are unstoppable.
We're gonna do Pax Populi.
Once more into the breach.
Nope, I didn't mean to press E.
I will break you.
What do you mean Yuki died? He's right there. We saw a photo of him today in his handsome, amazing Heroes Hearts shirt that he won in this stream. I was there when it happened.
I will break you.
Off a little heal there. I think I'm just gonna get rid of him. I'm just gonna need you to go away if it's possible. To request, you need a disease, you need a disease, you need a disease. Nope. Can you prove it's Yuki and not a robot? It didn't look like a robot. I mean, like I said, he posted a photo.
I will break you.
Can we prove anyone is not a robot? Do you know that I'm not a robot? I don't think so.
The end is at hand.
Oh, I'm coming, buddy. No, you're gonna live. You're gonna be fine. Told you. Told you he's gonna be fine.
Shall know my power.
That was badly placed. Please don't. Wasn't Tuxton on our team for that Towers of Doom where they were really mad? Wasn't that man on our team for that? I feel like he was.
Descend, my daughters. Descend and destroy.
I'm down with a nice beard, Anne-Marie. Beards are hip. I mean, probably not like a lumberjack Gandalf beard, but like a nice beard.
Sharing my torment.
You're drinking people for energy. So I like green is people. That's why it tastes so good. What are you gonna do? Here. I had to move. Fortunately, I have persisting silence, so it still did some work while I was running. Spread this around, boyos.
The clutch is ready to form again. Return the gems to me.
Oh god. Asmodan. Hurts. But we're okay. Oh, he died. I was gonna shove him and then we shoved him to hell. I was gonna shove him and we shoved him into the ether. Like he was alive and now he is not alive. Yikes. Oh, he's a building. Man, that's annoying. New Asmodan seems to do a lot of damage. I heard a lot of people saying it was like meme, but like I don't think it's memes. I think it's real. Ah! See what I mean? I have to go. I have to leave. My body is injured. Oh, Asmodee doesn't do anything. Like, you know, no one expects the Asmodee globe to the teeth. Like, it's like the Spanish Inquisition. You're just chilling, and all of a sudden it's like, do you have a flag? No flag, no country. Oh god. Oh man, I D'd for him, and he still died. He still died. It was too much. Bow. It's gonna take push comes to shove. Whatever. Yeah, man, his damage has come online. He's awake. He's alive. Get out of here. No, Matthew and all your dollars. Okay, Jojo got them.
Step wide.
3, 2, 1. Exploratory lurking arm.
So be it.
Yeah, but specialist is kind of like, I think, dumb. Maybe not dumb, but misleading. There's no... Specialist shouldn't exist to not deal damage. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like, oh, you're a specialist, so therefore you are bad in a team fight. Specialists were just supposed to be a hero with a quirk, not necessarily a strict PvE hero. Abathur is capable of doing tremendous team fight damage. But he's weird, right? He's weird, so he's a specialist. When specialist turned into, like, devout laner, I think was actually a bad thing for the game. Good night, Solmir. Orc Johanna skin? No, she's not Orc Johanna, she's Elf Johanna. Abba can do decent healing. He can. Again, he's weird, but that doesn't mean... I'm okay with heroes that are better at PvE than PvP, sure. But having a whole class of them, specialists, and having each one be so vastly different in capabilities than another is weird.
If we must.
Like, Asmodee in current form, or any form for that matter, versus Sylvanas, versus the Lost Vikings, versus Abathur, versus Nazeebo. Like, those heroes have almost nothing in common.
I will break you.
Not to mention when you have heroes like Junkrat or Ragnaros, who might as well be specialists, but aren't? How is Junkrat not a specialist? If Sylvanas is a specialist, how is Junkrat not a specialist?
Move quickly.
Rexar also, how is he a warrior and not a specialist? Like... I think specialist ranking was more harmful for people's understanding of the game than helpful. Up there with multi-class as things that were a bad idea. Best I had for you, bud. Or maybe back when like Abathur was the specialist, it made more sense. But as more have been added, the category is just too weird. And they're getting rid of multi-class, right? Varian is going to be a bruiser when they do the great character renaming of 20 whenever it goes through. So maybe when that happens, maybe we can actually get specialists changed or removed. Day 1 alpha only Abathur.
Is this all you have? I wish to be done with this.
Not Sagara, she was later. Not Nazeebo, he was later. Not Sylvanas, she was much later. Now Zigzagoon wasn't for a little bit. She was announced the same time Brightwing was. Was Naz day one? I thought Naz was a little bit later too. Because I remember there being a lot of hullabaloo that Naz was not a female witch doctor. And that's, well, I guess that could have been at the beginning because Sonya not being a male barbarian was a big hullabaloo too. Now that I think about it. The Bruiser and Tank are going to be separate in the great role renaming of whenever it happens later this year, I assume. Tank and Bruiser are going to be separated. Varian will be a Bruiser. Sonya will be a Bruiser. Other examples, if I remember right from the AMA, were Artanis being a Bruiser and Johanna and Muradin being tanks. I think the Zebo is just a mage. Honestly, I think the Zebo is just a mage. He does poison damage, sure, but so does Gul'dan, and he's a mage. He's not particularly gifted at pushing more so than any other hero, any more than Gul'dan himself or Lumara. Like, Naz is just a dot mage. Naz summons zombies and spiders, but the spiders and toads aren't summoned creatures. They're just the graphic of his. Toads might as well be multi-shot for Vala. They're just a frontal cone. And the zombie wall, I guess zombie wall is probably the only kind of unique thing in there, but I don't think that makes him a specialist. It's a CC. Like, he really not that special. He's just a mage. Is Thrall a Bruiser? He could be. Sure. I accept Bruiser Thrall. His ult is a summon, but you know who else has a summoned ult? Kerrigan. Does that make her a specialist? Obviously not.
Thank you, my
I don't know, I think it's just a dumb category. At this point in the game, anyway. Maybe, like I said, maybe at the beginning when it was just Abathur and Gazlowe. But we already talked about Zombie Wall, and I don't see that. It's not really a controllable summon. It's just a CC on the ground.
So be it.
Think about, what is it, Holy Ground from Tyrael, where it creates a circle and nobody can go there. It's like Zombie Wall is a circle that you can't get out of once you're in. It's just really not that special to make him a specialist. I could see making Summoner a subclass of Mage, sure, but I would think his summons would have to have more robust mechanics than just sit on the ground. Gargle barely cuts it for me because you can't move him. You can control when he stomps and when he doesn't stomp, but that's all you get from him. Otherwise, he just kind of stands there as a turret. He might as well be like Turret. Gazlow's turrets, at least you can tell them whom to attack. I look at specialers as tower demolishers, but they're not. That's the thing. And some of your best PvE tower demolishers aren't specialists. Maybe they were at the start, but they're not anymore. Zombies can run with talent. That you still have no control over where they go.
Shatter their constructs. Deliver the gems to my altar.
I mean, Stitches can puke out a vial with a talent. Does that make him a summoner? Does that make him a specialist? Yeah, this is probably a good time to do this since we just killed Asmo. Yeah, it is more complex than that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with the heroes themselves. I just think the category of specialists is probably more confusing and convoluted than it is helpful at this point. Stitches is more of a specialist than Gazebo.
I must retreat, friend.
Victory is ours.
Yeah, right. Greymane is a great PvE hero. Heck, Sonya, who's a bruiser, which is a warrior, but it'll be a bruiser soon, is also an amazing PvE hero. Maybe PvE heroes don't need their own classification because it's a. I mean, PvE is part of the game.
I will see you burn. Be gone from my realm, insect.
There's the building. I don't have a perfect answer to the question either. I'm not a game designer, so like I can't say like how they should be labeled. I just feel like it's not helpful. My old sticking point used to be multi-class because I thought it was terrible, but they're getting rid of multi-class already. They've already announced it, so I don't have to pick that bone anymore. It's already under control.
I will see you burn.
Yeah, Assertion Hammer just might as well be another auto attack assassin. Like,
Destroy.
and then are heroes that are good at clearing waves and clearing minions different than heroes that are good at pushing buildings? Because like Zul is great at pushing waves, but is Zul really that much better at pushing buildings? Not really. But you know, like Solanas is really good for pushing buildings, but not necessarily by herself. Like, there's a lot going on here that makes it just makes it more trouble than it's worth. Or more confusing than it is helpful.
Step lively.
I am restored.
Zag's last not rework, but they changed up her power level. They took away some of her early game siege and gave her more team fight. Maybe she's, I don't know. I don't know if that makes her a mage yet or if she's still purely a PvE hero.
The enemy is attacking our core.
I don't know, man. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. If I was going to redo it right now, I would make most of those characters assassins, either as mages or as melee assassins or whatever they are. We are fucked. Oh my god. And I would reserve specialists for characters that actually play outside of the normal bounds of a character. So Abathur, the Lost Vikings, Cho'Gall, possibly Ragnaros because he can turn into a building and that shit's weird. But I mean that's about it. That's honestly about it.
Thank you, my friend.
Rexar, actually. Put Rexar in there. Misha, that whole bear thing is kind of weird all the time. Not Varian, he's a bruiser. He's a bruiser right now, and he's officially going to be a bruiser once classes are redone later this year. So, no, not Varian. Man is a bruiser and he knows it. Did they say they're getting rid of specialists? No, I'm saying they should, or change it.
Moving out.
They're getting rid of multi-class because it's dumb. But I think specialist is not... It doesn't help anybody understand the game. It doesn't better define most of the heroes that are in it. And it could either be changed, like the label could be changed. How to classify Gazlo if not a specialist? Yeah,
Reasonable.
because is he a melee assassin? I mean, not really, but is he? have to think about that one. I kind of forget Gazlo exists a lot of the time. Murky is another one. I think Murky could actually be a specialist in my definition of a specialist. Murky would be a specialist. Could Gazlo be a bruiser? I don't know. No? No, I don't think multi-class would work. Not in a game with solo queue and also drafting. Oh man, that missed. That stinks.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Imbalance.
Having it in draft is great in an organized draft in like team league, sure. In hero league, in solo queue, where someone can say I'm going tank and then psych twin blades. And yeah, like Beckwin says, it's very difficult to balance multi-class, period. Now, I'm glad they're getting rid of it and making him a bruiser, because it's what he is anyway. Go in your home. Get out of here.
Victory. MVP.
Yeah, 34 minutes is a little long. GG from Light Thunder. Thank you. GG to you as well. It was a long game. 34 minutes is a long game. But we won. Feels amazing, man. Yo, Raynor is crushing it tonight. Oh, I leveled up Stukov. Feels good. I didn't have close games. I had a lot of games tonight where I was winning